And you invested in a Roku 4.
I did get a Roku 4.
And how do you like it?
It's fine. I mean, I honestly haven't really played with it too much. I'll tell you what else I invested in, too, for 10 whopping dollars that made a hell of a lot of difference, was putting a mini SD in my Roku 3. You know, I don't know if you even knew that you could do that. Do you have a Roku 3 too, don't you?
It was an SX, whatever that is.
I think you could do the same thing if you take out the cable.
Yes.
The what is it? HDMI cable.
Yes.
There's a little plug-in thing there.
Okay.
And you can plug in a mini SD in there, and then plug the cable back in. And man, oh man, does it fly! I mean, I put in a 32 gig card, which was $10 whole.
Okay.
And man, it made night and day difference in my bedroom Roku.
Nice.
That's damn sure. Fantastic.
Well,
but yeah, I like the 4. It's big though.
Yeah, it's big. I don't know why the size of the unit had to change, but
yeah, you
know, but I've had mine for a little over a month, and I really like as far as the speed and the upgrade in the picture.
Yeah, it works well. I just I don't like the size at all. Because, I mean, you know how I have, like, the completely fucking white trash TV stand?
Yeah.
My white trash football TV stand?
Yeah, your goalpost.
My goalposts. And it doesn't, the small Roku fit in the middle, like on where all the pipes came together on the goalpost.
Sure. But
the Roku 4 is so goddamn big, it doesn't fit.
Right. Well, they do have a little bracket you can get for the Roku 4.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'll have to get that.
Yeah, it has a bracket, and you can just slide it right in there.
I need the bracket. But I was trying my damnedest to slip that sucker in there, and it just kept falling down.
Sure.
I was like, fuck me.
Yep.
Other than that, I do like it, though. Roku is still the shit. I love it.
Yeah, it's good. Love it. I've been watching MBL.com on it, and then of course my Amazon Prime and my Netflix. I had the older Roku, so the way that the Netflix presents, the way that it shows on the screen is so much better.
Sure.
The way it used, on the older version, it did not, the display was not quite as crisp or easy to navigate, but the new one, man, it's awesome.
Yeah, it is. Dude, all these devices, and they're getting so much faster and whatnot. Did you happen to see that Hulu is now, talk about getting rid of your fucking cable. Now Hulu, I think, is launching in September, live streaming of all the channels.
Oh, really? Well, it was just inevitable because they were offering the TV shows, 24 hours later?
Yeah. So the only thing I hope is that they don't just price the thing back into cable prices.
Right.
I hope, or they make it a la carte. Because I'll be honest, I don't need anything from the fucking BBC. I don't need anything from, any of these foreign places that they bring in these channels for. I don't need any of that shit. I don't watch any of that.
Yeah.
And truthfully, I don't even need movies on Hulu. Have you watched more than 10 movies on Hulu?
I don't have a Hulu subscription. I had it for about a month. I did the trial.
You didn't use it?
I didn't use it.
Yeah, because you don't watch any free TV at
No,
all.
I don't watch network television.
Yeah, the only reason I really keep it is for Law and Order. I like Law and Order SVU. Just looking at Mariska Hargitay running with big old fucking boobies bouncing around.
Right.
Makes it fucking worth the $8 a month or whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, I did notice that Amazon Prime offers a la carte cable channels, the HBO and the Showtime and the Stars.
Yeah, the problem with I had the Showtime for a couple of months, and because I love the show Homeland, and I love the show Ray Donovan, and those are on at the same time, so I had it for a few months to watch those two shows, but after that they really don't have much on. They had that Billions, which I started watching, but then my subscription ran out, and I just didn't care to keep going.
Right.
There's just not a lot there to watch. There's not enough there to watch, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm a much bigger fan of HBO, actually.
Sure.
I do watch a shit ton of HBO. That's what. Do you have the? I sent you the HBO, didn't I?
No.
No?
No, you didn't send me the Anthony or the HBO.
I'm fucking slacking on everything. I will send you both of those. In fact, I'm going to open up a window right now so that when we stop talking, I can send those to you.
Well, speaking of watching stuff, I recommended that you watch the stand-up comedian Ali Wong.
Yeah.
Holy cow! You talk about a dirty female comedian.
That's a dirty girl. I like her.
Yeah. if you guys like a female talking about digging in her pussy and checking the slime in there.
Oh boy!
And then sniffing her fingers.
Yeah, she was brutal.
Talking about how she rides her husband. picking up dance move from Atlanta strip clubs.
Tell me the truth, dude. There were moments in that one where even you were uncomfortable kind of watching.
I mean, she just comes off so innocent and clean and stuff, and she'll just be talking about something just really general.
Yeah.
And then she'll just launch into something just horrific.
Oh, I know. I loved it.
Yeah, it was good.
That was Chris Aiken humor there.
Yeah, I know.
Ali Wong?
Ali Wong, ALI.
So good.
Yeah, so she's on Netflix.
Right.
So if you want to check out a really dirty comedian, she's a little Oriental girl.
Yes. You're not allowed to say that.
Oriental.
Not allowed to say that. It's what is it? What's the term now?
It's Asian American.
Asian American.
Yes. Yeah. Which I enjoyed that segment last week.
That was pretty fun.
The guy, Chinaman. Chinaman.
What year is this?
But yeah. The racial humor, it seems like people enjoy that. And I don't know if you've looked at our Spreaker numbers.
I have not.
We have been doing about 30,000 downloads a week now.
Really? Since the
rat thing.
Since the incident?
Yeah, since the incident.
Okay.
So our numbers are like 90,000 a month now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah, just the it's amazing the downloads it's crazy.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
People are somewhat digging it, I guess.
Yeah. See who's calling us. I wonder if it's Tim. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, it's Scotty from the Commonwealth.
All right, it's Scotty. It's not Tim. Okay, what's up, Scotty?
Sorry you disappoint.
No, you're not disappointing me. Go ahead.
No, just getting back to what Chris was talking about a few minutes ago. That show, Billions, with Damian Lewis and, what's his name, Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
That show is fucking brilliant. I mean, it's probably one of the best written shows I've seen in a long fucking time. And if you get a chance, you might want to. It's got to be streaming somewhere because season 1 is already over with. But that's probably one of the best shows I've seen since Mad Men. Probably. I would go so far as to say that right now, in my opinion, Billions, Homeland, and The Americans are probably the best shows on television right now.
Love The Americans.
And I enjoy The Blacklist, too, but that's only because of James Spader.
Yeah, the American. I've watched all the American stuff, too. That show is fucking great. And that's on free TV. That's on FX.
Yeah, it is. But, I mean, I'm just saying overall, though, and, of course, Game of Thrones, but that's a geek thing. So if you don't like Game of Thrones, it's okay. But
you know, everybody tells me that I would like Game of Thrones because I like Vikings, but I've had a hard time getting into it. I've watched a couple episodes, and I don't know. It just doesn't grab me.
Well, the thing about Game of Thrones, though, is you got to go back and you got to really owe it to yourself to follow the storyline, is to go back to Season 1, Episode 1, and this way here, you know the backstory behind everything. Because if you try to, it's one of those shows where if you try to jump in the middle of it, a lot of things going on might not make sense. But if you knew the backstory leading up to it, it makes it a lot more sense. And by the way, speaking of Vikings, have you watched that the show on the History Channel, Vikings?
Yeah, that's the show I'm talking
Ragnar
about.
Lothbrok?
Yeah, that's the show I'm talking about. That show rocks.
Yeah, I like it too. I'm interested to see what's going to happen to Ragnar this year.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, things aren't looking good for him as of the last episode. I don't want to put any spoilers out.
I hate to put the spoiler out there, but they signed a 2-year extension, so he'll make it through next season.
Him as an actor's got a 2-year extension, or the show?
Show. They're not going to do that show without
still
him.
Fucking people. Well, I don't know if you watch it, if you know anything about the historical timeline of the actual Ragnar. I don't know, but I mean anything's possible. But I think it's a really good show too. But
I love that show.
Anyway,
and that chick, the wife, the blonde. Holy fuck, is she hot? Catherine, whatever her name is.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Woo,
yeah, she is. But I don't know. I'm wondering what's going to happen to Rolo though over in Paris now that it looks like it's jumped forward in the timeline. As how things worked out for fucking Rolo.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. I don't want to get all talking about it because most people probably haven't watched that show, but I'm with you. I love it.
I don't want to put any spoilers out either. Yeah. But anyway, I'll call you guys back later. Hail and kill, fuck you, pal, and hand job.
There you go.
There goes Scotty.
You're not hip to the Vikings, are you?
I have not watched it. I've seen the trailer, but I have not watched it.
Dude, straight up, the description that was online when it first came on is very accurate. It's Sons of Anarchy in Viking times.
That's funny because when Sons of Anarchy came on, it was described to me as Sopranos on motorcycles.
Yeah, and same thing.
Now this is Sons of Anarchy on boats.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Great show, though.
Yeah.
Lots of violence. I can't believe the violence they have in this show, considering it's free TV.
Sure. Well, FX has really stepped up when it comes to more provocative, television, especially since I think I would say that Sons of Anarchy kind of led the way, and then of course, my all-time favorite show on FX, Archer.
Well, I think you got to go even a little further back to my all-time favorite show, The Shield, which was also on FX and also had ridiculous violence.
Yeah.
Burning people's face to a stove and shit.
Nice.
And make it. The best one was when the one cop got in the building with the criminal and he made him suck his dick while he took his picture.
Nice.
I was like, holy shit, they're putting this on free TV? Wow.
Well, have you heard anything about Archer? Do you know if there's going to be another season or not, or are they done, or do you even know?
I don't think they're done. I always, this is the geek in me. I read those fucking sites that are like renewed or canceled. You can just Google that. Has your show been renewed or canceled?
Right.
And I read those religiously. And I have not seen Archer canceled, so
okay.
I'm thinking that it's having another season.
All right,
as it should. It's a fucking great show.
I love that. I love that cartoon. That it's hysterical.
It's good stuff.
Yep. Well, look at us, a TV watching geeks.
It's TV time.
Yeah, just think about where we came from, dude. I mean, you and I are a couple years apart, but. We watched a lot of the same TV growing up. I mean, in my household, being that we relied on the 3 networks.
Right.
We only had 3 channels.
That's it.
And you had to watch, like, on Saturdays, I remember, was McHale's Navy and Hogan's Heroes.
Right. I remember Hogan's Heroes.
And then through the 70s, you had the shows like The Brady Bunch and, the Monkees and, shows like that. And now here we're talking about just the production and the writing and the subject material of TV shows and being able to watch it on demand.
Right.
I mean, what a leap in the last 40 years.
It really is, dude. And it was, and again, I'm slacking because I didn't send you the login, but watching Kumia the other day, he had Tommy Davidson. Remember him?
Yes, the comedian. Yes,
they had him on, and they were talking about TV, or not him, Ernie Hudson from Oz, another great show. He was on. He was the warden on Oz, and he was in Ghostbusters and a bunch of other shit.
Sure.
And they were talking about TV and about how regular TV is just a dying medium because nobody wants to watch it anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, number one, people are getting used to being able to do the whole on-demand thing. I mean, if you do like your network television, obviously Hulu has changed your ability. I mean, obviously DVRs, were the way to go. But that's old technology now.
Yeah. Well, a DVR you still have to plan.
Exactly.
Hulu, you just kind of, you literally throw it into your queue once and it's on for the length of the show. It just shows up in your queue.
Right. Yeah, so on demand has really taken over. And, it's no different than, people who listen to commercial radio. I mean, my listening habits, obviously we've talked about this a million times, but I don't listen to commercial radio.
Me either.
And I don't watch network television either.
Yeah.
I used to have DirecTV.
Right.
And, I had it for, years.
Right.
At $110 a month.
Right.
And I got rid of it 4 years ago.
Haven't missed it one day.
Not once.
Yep.
And I watch and whatever I don't have like on a Netflix or an app for it on the Hulu, I just find it on the computer and I Chromecast it.
Right.
Like I watch Fox News, I watch the O'Reilly Factor.
Okay.
And there's a station called Live Cafe.
Oh, that just shows that?
Yeah. And I just Chromecast it to my TV, and it's just like watching it on cable.
Doesn't Fox News have their own app too on Roku?
Yeah, but you got to have a TV subscription.
Oh, do you?
Like you got to have a television subscription because they ask you who's your TV provider, and if you don't have one, then you don't get to watch it.
How long until that goes away? That's got to be getting ready to go away.
Well, the thing that I watch is called, and you could check it out if you want, it's called livetvcafe.net.
All right.
And you can find other channels on there. And, whatever I can't find on my Roku, I just find it on the computer, pull it up on the laptop, and then Chromecast it.
Okay.
And then I go full screen, and it's just like watching it.
It's like regular.
Yeah.
Are you still on the old Chromecast, or did you get a new one yet?
I have not gotten a new one. I've had mine for 3 years.
Okay. It still works fine.
Oh, yeah, it works great.
And the only thing, I've heard that those burn out fast because they do get hot. I will attest to that. They get hot when you use it a lot. I just picked up the new one. I picked up a new one for my TV in Pittsburgh. Really, just because I'm doing DDP and I'm doing DDP online. And of course, dumbest shit ever. He doesn't have an app, or he doesn't have a way to put it on the Roku.
Okay.
I have to do it through a computer and then throw it through Chromecast.
Yeah.
So I needed a Chromecast in Pittsburgh. The new Chromecast kind of sucks.
Okay.
It's brand new, and it does have more memory, and it loads faster and all that stuff, but it's like this flimsy device.
Okay.
It's a real piece of shit by comparison. I don't know if you've seen it yet or not.
No, I have not. Nope.
The other one is like a firm piece of equipment.
Sure.
Like a firm thumb drive type thing.
Right.
This thing is like, remember the old antenna when you were in the 70s with your TV and you had that wire piece that plugged in and you had to screw it into the back?
Yeah. It was the round UHF antenna.
Yeah, it's that kind of wire hooked to a big ball looking thing.
Okay.
Just kind of fucking sucks, and the ball hanging down with the wire is going to wear out the cable, the wire. Just the weight of it's going to tear it up.
Sure,
it's going to tear up your TV. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Right,
junk.
Interesting.
But that's what it is.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but my Chromecast works fine, and like I said, whatever I can't find on Amazon or Netflix or have an app for on the Roku, I just find it on online and Chromecast it.
It really is amazing. Once you have your devices bought, you literally spend what you would spend in like 2 months for an entire year.
Yep.
I have Amazon, Hulu, and I pay for Amazon, Hulu, Netflix, and WWE Network.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all the TV stuff that I pay for. And that's, what, $300 a year maybe?
Yeah, I spend $7.99 on the Netflix a month.
Yeah, so that's about
almost $100.
Right, $90.
And then $90 for the renewal of Amazon Prime, which, Amazon gives you all the free shipping and stuff, so it's not just for watching the movies or TV shows or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
So you pay $200 a year.
Yeah.
2 months worth of cable.
That's it.
Less than 2 months worth of cable.
Right.
Yeah, because I guess with mine I'm probably at about $350 if I was guessing here.
Mm-hmm.
But that's nothing. I mean, goddamn, if you had even HBO or anything, you paid $150 a month for stupid Time Warner.
Yeah.
So it's definitely nice to not have to pay that bill anymore.
Sure.
Love it.
All right. Well, if you aren't tech savvy and you have the ability to get these gadgets, you could just cut your cable or cut your satellite or whatever you depend on now, and you'll be just as happy with it.
Don't you find it odd that there would be people listening to us on a computer weekly that would not be tech savvy enough to put in a Roku?
Well, they maybe aren't familiar enough with it to say, hey, I'd like to get one of those.
Yeah.
But after hearing us talk about it and extolling the virtues of that, for the last few years,
yeah,
I'm surprised people haven't switched over. I'm sure that they have. Some people may have said, yeah, I'm going to go check that out. But Roku 4, awesome.
Yeah. I'm a fan.
Love it.
I'm a fan of the Roku 4.
Yeah, love it. Yeah, mine just kept locking up, and I was just like, screw it. I've had it for over 3 years. It's time for a new one.
Yeah. Well, I was going to get the 4 stick or the new stick, whatever it is, but they just didn't have it at the Walmart that I was at, so they had the 4, so I just bought that instead.
What'd you pay for it?
$129. Yeah, $129, $119, something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I honestly, they didn't have what I was looking for, so I grabbed the Roku 4. I didn't even look at the price.
Sure.
Just took it.